A question I get asked a lot is, should my church live stream? And it's a good question to ask because a lot of people do it. There's a lot of services. It's easier than ever to live stream through platforms like Facebook and YouTube and services you can use to kind of have private streaming so that you don't get blocked. There's a lot of reasons to live stream. Now, back in the day, I would say a lot of churches live streamed or because Facebook Live made it free. When they enabled it in 2015, it became a thing many churches embraced. And during COVID, there was this huge avalanche of activity. And I think we do have to take a deep breath and kind of go, should you be live streaming? And there's a lot of data and questions around here you should consider. I think the first question is are you above 750 people? Meaning you kind of have the volunteers and the people to kind of pull it off. I think if you're under a certain size and if you don't have your building, meaning you're in a setup teardown, I really think you shouldn't be live streaming. I think you should highly consider just doing an audio capture and lead into Apple Podcasts and Spotify. I think an audio capture of your message is all you need. Now, when you get above 750 people, 1,000 people, and you can pull off a high quality stream, it's something to really consider. And I think something that a lot of these kind of reports around live streaming or feelings around live streaming misunderstand is, first, I do think it's a service that core members and regular attenders want. They want to be able to tune in if they're traveling or sick, or they might want to rewatch, and they want to see the full service. I think that's something that's nice. The other thing that I think is really misunderstood is that it is a really nice thing to be able to go peek into a service and see the full breadth of your church, because if it's just your speaker, meaning you just upload who's speaking or preaching that weekend, it might be one demographic. For example, if you're in a certain area in the country and it's predominantly white, let's say, and your teaching team is white, you might just see white older men and people might think that is your church. Usually when you look at your full service, your band, the host and everything, it's younger people, it's more diversity. And I think it's underutilized or thought about that seeing the full breadth of your church in a stream is a really nice way for people to come to understanding of what your church is about. And so I do think live streaming is a really nice thing, but I think if you're under 750 people, even under 1,000, doing audio only is it's an amazing service and you should lean into it. And then on live streaming, make sure you can do it well, because bad audio, bad video really can communicate the wrong things to your community as well, and just be a bad service to your core members and regular kind of attenders. And so something to consider, live streaming or podcast. That's how I would think about it, depending if I was starting a church or if I was coming into any church of any context. And so I hope that helps.